Good morning, America. You're with the messenger of third eye knowledge. New tone has fallen upon the country. The truth is becoming a lot more apparent. And I couldn't say it better when the Young Turk said it. If things aren't done differently, and things aren't going to change up there, and you know where, there's going to be widespread fear and widespread anger. And what does that lead to? Widespread apocalyptic violence. I've been warning the people that they're not doing what they say they're doing up there. Now you know. And if you are just waking up, I want you to go onto your YouTube, and if you watch the Young Turks and follow their media, and like 4 other broadcasters, especially the David Pakman show, you might want to go follow it because there's a lot of information being given to you that is the truth. So what I'm going to say in this video today is going to be easily to understand. Now, for people that don't believe what's going on in our communities and we're just needy bums, let me tell you something. And I want everyone to hear it. We're getting each other through this, not your government. A good amount of governors have been helping states like mine, Massachusetts, where the numbers are truly high because the coronavirus is not a hoax. You're fucking retarded if you think this shit's a hoax. Number 2, they're doing bailouts for big business, taking care of big business, and making sure every single one of our bosses have liability, but we're walking to our deaths. That is exactly what they're doing. There is no plan. So here's the plan in our communities, and which needs to be initiated. We need leaders, speakers, organizers, people of economy, defense. And if our police in our communities are out to give us a hand and help us out, then we welcome them into the community. If not, we opt them out of the community. And you can use your imagination on how people would opt them out. People keep saying how violent I speak. Well, that's reality. Widespread hunger, sickness, and poverty. What the fuck do you think is happening? We're sitting here crying? No. We're sitting here screaming and saving and putting the work in to feed ourselves. This is something that everyone has been calling an apocalyptic conspiracy theory for years. And now it's becoming a reality because everybody who thought this country was inevitable from what's coming down is not inevitable because we are all, again, no better than anyone else and we are all human. Power to humans is a bad equation. To the amount of people in our power in this country, this was bound to happen. Nobody just had the balls to see through the mainstream media and stop it. Your fucking president was warned since October. That's the correct month, October, about what is coming because they've been funding the research of gain-of-function studies for over 5 years now, possibly longer. This is not a virus that is normal. This is a super virus. Again, this is a gain-of-function virus in which made its way out of the laboratory. That is true. Wow, who funded it? United States government. I guarantee you Dr. Fauci knew. But he didn't want this to happen. So why do you think he's still coming on television? Because he wants to literally say, this is my job. I took an oath to protect the people, and I'm going to do that. So maybe knocking Fauci isn't the smartest thing to do. Maybe knocking the president, maybe. Opting out our fucking governments, state governments, if they're not down to help us. That's enough of a message. But in order to do that, the people would have to unite. And I don't think, America, you're ready for that. You're not ready for that. You've been too conditioned into getting up, going to work, coming home, going on the phone, going on the television, or whatever the fuck else you do. Just to stay away from the world. The world, oh, it's just a scary place. No, it's not. It's actually quite interesting if you have no fear. But of course, everyone's afraid. That's the way they programmed you. What does that mean? Programming through mainstream media, radio frequency, and all other forms and ways of broadcasting. To keep you afraid, to keep you scared, and to keep you stupid. That's exactly what it is. But until you can break that programming, you're never going to understand a word I'm saying in these videos. People keep saying, oh, you're political. I'm not political. I'm not liberal. I'm conscious. I don't vote. I never voted. Never thought about it. Because I know that the working class man's vote isn't counted. You don't donate the 45 grand it takes a day to run a presidential election, do you? Of course you don't. You don't do anything anywhere near. That's your fucking entire pay a month, 45 grand. Most of us. What makes you think your vote counts? Because of America? No. No, motherfuckers. No, you're not a global elitist. You're a worker. You're supposed to chase that dream that they have and that life that they live. That's the only thing you're trained to do. Some of us broke it many years ago and are trying to bring you the gift of reprogramming your brain, reprogramming your conscious eye, reprogramming the way you live. This is not the world around you. This is their world around you. It's their world. You don't even own your own health. Get the fuck out of here. So I don't understand your comments making fun of me. What the fuck you making fun of yourselves? Because you vote? You're a sucker. And now you're going to march back into a fucking virus-infested job if you choose to. And what I want to say is if you choose to, do it right. Wear the fucking mask and shut the fuck up and accept the fact that sickness is real. Science is real. If you go back into your work thinking that nothing's going to happen to you, bye-bye. It's a government-concocted virus. This is not a joke. The research is there for you if you just go find it. And trust other forms of media besides Fox and the other ones. You know the other ones. MSNBC's coming around. CNN's been come around. It's why everybody does not support Trump. Because he's a fucking retard. Who is not a retard and actually knows what he's doing. This is what he does. He makes the deal. He's selling you something. He's selling you an idiot. And behind that idiot is a psychotic genius. And I don't mean genius by a smart person. I mean a genius by an evil prick. That motherfucker don't give a shit about you and me or our family. And the quicker you realize that you need to reprogram your brain to make it to the new world, and you need to be strong, and you need to fight, you're not going to make it. And the new world is going to be whatever the outcome of us taking the chance to unite and look out for us in each and every community across this country and get through it. But there's a good percentage of you that don't know how, because you've been programmed to not know how. Simple question to prove if you're ready. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, somebody breaks in your crib. What's the first thing you do? You don't call the police. There's a whole system on how you can defend your home and then call the police. I want y'all to do that as homework. Go find out. What's the first thing you do before you even get to the phone? If you've answered A, defend your home, and then call, good for you. Because this is going to get very ugly. We're talking some pretty deep shit coming down the way if we don't change our thinking and drop the programming. You gotta drop the reliance on other authorities and powers and start relying on your own mind and your own conscious eye. This is not gonna be fun. We are already down 25 cops in my area. I guarantee it. Because there's not enough money to pay them for the whole shifts that they work. Same thing with fire department and emergency medical response. They have to go defend the weakest and the most vulnerable first. So a lot of you in this country need to wake up and realize your president is not who you think he is. Your government is not who you think they're supposed to be. They're supposed to be people by the Constitution, we the people, by the people, for the people. They are not. They are for themselves, and they're big money makers that are big players in their game. And we are not big players. We are not in their game. So I wish everybody a good afternoon. Take this video for what it's worth. I'm trying to help people save their own lives. I know I'll be good. But the question is everyone else in the community ready to defend their shit? It's going to get ugly. Peace and love. I'm out.